Okay, so everybody looks like they're in their costumes, right?
Yes, yes.
And it's a surprise?
I'm not
Yes.
revealing it yet.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so...
I feel like you guys are in the same costume.
You think so?
I think so. Maybe.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Hey! Don't... It's supposed to be a secret. Okay, guys, you ready for the big reveal? I'm gonna go first.
Wait, you're going first?
Yes.
Okay, alright, go.
Okay. Ta-da!
Ah, you're a convict. Where is your booty?
What is this?
I'm not done, I'm not done.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys.
You just came out of Alcatraz. Okay.
Oh, this
my.
is so complete. Wow!
Okay,
wait.
okay. Where's my costume? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this looks so legit.
Oh my
okay,
God.
what is this?
Give me all your money,
this is
guys.
money.
Give me all your money.
You're in for a treat. Yeah.
I love this. This is so nice. Okay,
It's your turn.
Actually, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I don't know if you can tell from like my little.
Are you a princess?
No, I'm not a princess. It's like a Greek costume.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell from like my
So
little
you're the goddess
headband.
now?
No, I'm not a goddess. Like
You're just a Greek girl.
I'm just a Greek.
You're from the past.
Alright, your turn.
Your turn, Grisha.
Okay. Let me do it.
You're Elvish. You're. I have no idea what.
John, you are at the right place. Busted. Let me handcuff you.
It was her!
You will be
Take
taken to the
me
custody.
away.
Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. This is hilarious.
And he's in.
Did you guys plan this?
No!
Okay. Happy Halloween, you guys!
Happy Halloween.
In light of Halloween, I've decided to pick a question that's related to this festival. My question for you guys is, do you feel like you'd have to wear a mask in your lives? And why?
Mask? What does
Yeah,
that
what-
mean?
What? Okay, well, personally, I don't wear a mask because I think that when I'm trying to conceal all my emotions, it seems like it's really fake and it's ingenuine.
So hiding your emotions is wearing a mask is what you are trying to
Exactly.
So not being real is...
Not
what
being
you're asking.
transparent, not
Okay.
being real with the people around you and when
Fake.
you're interacting. with
Fraud.
them. Exactly, like you. So personally, I don't like that because I think when you interact with people, you want to speak from the heart and you want to have a genuine interaction with them,
Definitely.
so that it's worthwhile to me. Yeah.
And that is the law as well, in case you didn't remember.
You're gonna read us our rights?
Yes, probably. Because when I was younger, I felt like I always had to put on a facade and I'm always smiling and I'm just projecting this very cheerful and bubbly persona. But that's actually very suffocating. What if you're feeling very crappy inside? What if you're having a bad day? I think that it's really bad when you're trying to cover that up and then project a fake facade. Well, you know, to just so you can please people. I don't think that makes sense to me.
I kind of get what you're saying when
Yeah.
what you do, and I guess I do wear a mask as well, but not the same for the same reason that you would. For me, it's more like trying to hide my vulnerabilities because I feel like I'm an emotional person, and you know when you're a little boy or whatever, you don't want to like show your fear or you know if you're scared about something or you want to cry, you're not supposed to cry as a boy, right? So you just don't want to show your emotions a little bit, right? And then in your adulthood, you kind of want to cover things up because who knows if that person that you're talking to is like a good person and they might use some stuff against you or gossip about you, right? So I
Take advantage of your
Exactly.
transparency,
Exactly.
right?
That also, compared to what she said, right? As an introvert, if I could say she's an introvert, you can avoid people and not show. If you're not feeling good, you can avoid showing that part. But an extrovert, when you continue to meet people, you have to create that barrier as well.
Interesting. I never thought of myself as an extrovert. I'm more of like an introvert, so to me that feels
Okay.
like I want to have like some distance.
Some distance.
You know, like this is myself and it's only for me or my close friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to, it's kind of like an armor, I guess, right? Like
Oh.
So do you feel like you always have to wear that armor? Well, most of the times.
Kind of, right? Like it's not about my vulnerability so much. It's just to protect myself.
Protect
I don't want to say
yourself.
vulnerabilities because that sounds like a weakness or something.
Not necessarily, but I mean, if you feel like you have to wear armory all the time, I feel like you should have picked another costume.
What's wrong with this
maybe
costume?
no, maybe like a knight with like a shield. Yeah, that
But,
makes sense.
but
that
that's
makes
the
sense.
very reason. Probably he's wearing it inside, but he doesn't want to show it.
He
Yeah.
can't show the armor.
You want to see
Yeah.
this armor? No.
Is there something to say?
Hey. So not a knight then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, Grisha? Do you like?
I think I spoke for myself when I said that extrovert versus introvert because I am around people. So if I'm not feeling good, I can't show it to everybody because not all of them are friends. I have that desire to be liked by people. I must admit that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it goes to the extent that I don't want to say anything which will make people dislike me. And in most times, most situations, that's what I do. But there are some in which if I have to tell the truth, because even though it is inconvenient, but the person needs to know it, I would go ahead and say it. Mostly my friends, I would say that. So probably then I become the police officer who has to tell the truth. I become that. So that's how I start with in terms of how I feel.
Okay. Okay. What about like? Do you in a relationship then? What are you like?
Are you like that in a relationship?
Are you
Relationships are a little more trickier than that, I should say, especially the close one. Because sometimes you don't want to wear a mask, but you have to, or you choose to in that situation. I'll tell you an example, especially with your partner or spouse when you're into a fight, because it does happen sometimes. You come across
Right.
issues and you're feeling angry. Both of you are feeling angry, and you know that there is a moment where if you say something nasty, it's going to flare up, and you are going to regret saying that. So what do you do in that moment? You regulate your emotion and wear a mask, and then just back off.
Right. Right.
You might still address that emotion at a later point with your partner,
Yeah.
but not in that moment.
It's a bit too raw, right? The initial like outburst or whatever.
So you don't want to unleash your fury, you know?
Some point on it. It's not in all the fights or all the conflicts, but at least some point when you know that, and if you are able to do it, because we sometimes want to control our emotions, but we are not able to.
It feels so good to let it all out, though. You know, just
It does.
just breathe that fire. You know.
It does, but sometimes it burns you out in the long run, and you just choose not to do it. So you regulate emotion. So in some cases I do wear, in some cases I choose not to, in some cases I have to, even if I would like not to.
I think you're very smart and tactful with how you wear the mask in your
I
life.
try to be. I'm not infallible, but it's just a narrative. I'm telling you, I have fallen in so many situations, but this is my ideal aspiration, how I'd like to be.
Right.
Yeah.
But I see the thing is like I think he wears a mask not to hide things, not to be fake or anything. I think you just choose the right time and place to put a mask on or to take off that mask. It's to benefit you and your spouse, which I think is really, really intelligent, you know?
But I feel like the caveat of wearing a mask too much is that it just kind of like you forget who your real identity is. You know.
It's funny that you say that because you're the one who wears the mask all the time.
I know what I am. I'm heart of gold. You know?
By this costume, yeah, heart of gold. Okay.
No, but like if you're
I can understand.
like
yeah.
if you're with different friend groups, you put on a mask, right? And then you might be the funny guy with one group, and you might be the serious guy with another group, or with like your parents. You don't tell them everything. You're just the son, but you're not like the guy with the dirty jokes and stuff like that with your parents, right? And then like you get stuck with that mask on, and then if you want to switch, what's your real identity, right? And you want to take it off and
Right.
just let it out sometimes,
For sure.
but you get stuck, you know.
So it's very hard to unglue that mask.
Yeah,
you
that's-
know, to detach it.
It
Yeah.
becomes your new reality after a
It
point.
kind of
I
is. Yeah.
think it's like that with all new relationships though. You know when you first start dating somebody and then you put your best mask forward, because you want to be almost
Yeah, and
immaculate,
best behavior,
like
yeah.
this impeccable person, right? So you put it on, and then after the relationship stabilizes, right? Who knows? It might be half a year, it might be a year, and then when you feel like you know what, I want to show my partner who I really am, so you start to unveil. You start to rip that mask off, right?
Which other person doesn't want to let them do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, like, when you start to unveil yourself and show your real identity, your partner would be questioning. It's like, who is this person, and they might not like it, like you said.
You've changed.
So yeah, one of the biggest complaints that people say about their partners is, my partner has changed. Maybe they haven't changed. Maybe it's just because they're showing you who they really are, right? So that's a possibility there.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Like, eventually you're gonna want to show, like, reveal yourself for all the flaws and all the warts.
All the warts.
Because it's difficult to continue to wear masks all the time. You want to feel like
Exactly.
who you really are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you that's your true self, and you want to, like, let it show, right? That's authentic.
Exactly. Because if you're in a relationship, do you want to be an actress all the time? Do you want to be an actor all the time where you're just pretending to be somebody else? I think you should let your partner see who you are as a person, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess that means that we all have to take off our costumes.
our
now,
costumes
right?
right now, and this is what you're gonna No, we're not gonna do that.
That's for another video.
That's for another video. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video and our insights about when we should use our masks. I think it's really insightful, and let us know what your comments are. Do you wear a mask all the time? If so, let us know.
Keep them on to stay safe.
Okay, anyways. Happy Halloween and bye, guys.
Bye.